Okay, let's start the way we used to do it. We used to play the artist, the musician, to introduce himself to the audience, but the way he would like to be introduced. How should I introduce you?
Well, I'm a very humble guy, so you can just say, hey, this is Mike Lepond from Symphony X, and who's very excited to be coming to Uruguay.
Great, great. One of the best bass players in the world, but well,
Thank
that's something I like, really, I like to know. You're in a band where obviously Michael Romeo is the main composer and everything. But you're a bass player who has his own and strong personal style. How much freedom do you have to do things when they come with the demo, for example? You have to do what they told you, or you can do something on your own.
Well, what Michael Romeo does, he'll write a song, the basic structure of a song, and then he'll send me the demo,
Hmm.
and I'll listen to it. And for this kind of music, you've got to play just what the song needs because these songs are so busy
Hmm.
that you don't if you play too much, it's going to sound like chaos. If
Hmm.
you So you have to just play what the song needs. So sometimes um I'll play tight with the drummer, and
Hmm.
then some songs I like to play tight with Michael Romeo. Um, so I have a lot of freedom. Um, if I'm playing something that's too much, Michael will tell me, and that's fine because he hears what the vocals are going to sound like, and
Hmm.
he hears the final product in, in his head. So um, it's great. I get to create with just about total freedom with Symphony X.
And mainly you use the finger style, we could say. But sometimes you use a pick. How do you decide when to come up with this pick in this special part of the song?
Well, it depends uh, on the song. Um, the truth is, I've never actually used a pick, but sometimes what I'll do is I'll take my nail and I'll make believe it's a pick, and I'll go like that. Bup, 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 bup.
Is it real?
Yes, sometimes that works for me. Um, like say if a song has a real fast double
Hmm.
bass to it, um, sometimes it's easier for me instead of just going, I might just do it with my nails or maybe my whole hand. I might go like that,
Hmm.
just back and forth. Um, so I just do whatever works. If something doesn't feel right, I'll figure out a way to play it so it sounds good to me.
I can remember how many years ago you were with the Silent Assassins.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
I guess it was 3 albums, I guess. Really great. And the way you work on that project, on that band, is so different from the way you work on Symphony X.
Yes, because for that band, I had to be the Michael Romeo of that
Hmm.
band. I had to I had to write all the music. I wrote all the lyrics. I wrote the vocal melodies for the singer, and I played rhythm guitar as well.
Hmm.
And I also had to be the producer. Um, it's a lot of work,
Hmm.
uh, too much work.
Yeah.
So I think the 3 albums that's enough.
There won't be more silent assassins.
I don't think so. It's just too much work, and but I enjoyed doing it. I loved doing those records, and I appreciate when people talk to me about those albums because they are very special to me.
We could say you were on the both sides because people used to criticize this kind of musician. Let's leave Romeo. For example, I don't know, Ingvar Malmsteen, and they say, oh, no, this guy does everything. Yeah, but it's not so easy. It must be a lot of pressure.
There's extreme amount of pressure because you have to, it's like you're running the whole show.
Hmm.
I mean, you're in charge of doing so many things and you want to do each thing as best as you can, but it's impossible to be the greatest at every possible instrument or producer. So it's an extreme amount of pressure. And so, yeah, people like Yngwie Malmsteen, maybe some people, they say, hey, he's an egomaniac and he
Hmm.
does everything, but, that's not easy to do. And I have a lot of respect for people who do that.
The band is 30 years. Maybe you are 28 years, something like that, on Symphony X. Uh, you know all the songs. And you get now this 30th anniversary tour. Which song do you think is harder for you to play live?
Hmm, that's a good question. I think um, I think the songs that we put out maybe in the last um, maybe since 2007 on till now are the harder ones to play.
Hmm.
Um, Now, I'm sure if you ask each band member of Symphony X um, the same question, they might have different answers.
Hmm.
But as far as the bass, the songs became very technical, maybe from Paradise Lost
Hmm.
to now. So they're much harder. The older songs are hard to play, but for some reason, I just don't have as much problem with them.
I guess for a musician to play something very complex must be something nice. You can be satisfied with what you can do. But on the other side, does it make difficult for you to enjoy the feeling to be playing in front of the fans, the communication, we could say? Uh, is there a way to balance those things?
Well, you just said the magic word, balance. Um, I have to think when I'm about to play a song, how much can I have fun with the audience in this
Hmm.
song, and how serious do I have to be concentrating on what part comes next?
Hmm.
For example, there are some songs where I have to count. So I can't be in front of the audience going, "Hey, hey, hey." I
Hmm.
can't do that. I have to watch the drummer and I have to count.
Hmm.
So I know in advance what songs I can just have some fun with and what songs that I have to really concentrate, and maybe I'll stay in the back a
Hmm.
little bit. I'll stay near Jason in the back just so I get it correctly. Um, but exactly, it's a balance.
Hmm.
And it just comes from playing these songs live for so many years. I instinctively know what songs I could have fun with and what songs I have to concentrate. For example, if we're going to play Domination
Hmm.
from Paradise Lost, it's a bass line, very fast, and it starts off the song. So I have to really concentrate. I can't be playing behind my head.
Hmm. Yeah. And besides, in the audience, you got some fans who are really, really listening what you're playing. This is not prog metal. It's not like other fans. There's a lot of fans who are really, really listening. How is it going? Uh, it must be pressure too.
Yes, because what you said is exactly correct. Prog metal fans, they really listen. And, you know, I know there's bass players in the audience, and, like you said, they're going like this, and they're going to be watching. So, um, it definitely adds a little pressure. Um, but also, you have to think about it. Everybody makes mistakes every single night.
Hmm.
So, if I make a mistake that's noticeable, I'll just laugh and everyone else will laugh. And that's the point of having the rock and roll attitude.
Hmm.
I have more of a rock and roll kind of attitude more than a prog kind of
Hmm.
serious attitude. So my goal is to just have fun with the music, make all the mistakes, have fun with it, and enjoy the show along with the audience.
Maybe there's some song you like the most. That's okay. But I think maybe there's some song you don't like or you're tired to play it and you must play it because you know the people is waiting for that song. Is there one of them?
Um, there are some songs that are like that. We have to play them when I recorded them, I loved them. But, we've been playing them every show for years and years. And, I think, wow, it might be cool if we did something else, but we know the crowd,
Hmm.
loves the songs. I'm trying to think of a recent example. Um, well, um, when I recorded the song Without You on the last Symphony X album, it's an incredibly beautiful song, you know. Um, Now we've been playing it constantly for 10 years. So maybe if we didn't play that one a few nights, I wouldn't mind.
But you must.
But we must.
Okay. Well, we were talking about the last one, 10 years. I can't not answer this. When is gonna be the next one?
That's the most popular question,
Uh-huh.
and I understand that very much. It's been 10 years and we haven't we haven't released a record. So all I could do is say where we're at right now, the latest news. So um, we have a lot of material. We
Mm-hmm.
have uh, we have a lot of demos, and we're getting close to putting something together. Um, a lot closer than we've ever been. So I think we should have some news. I would say, what month are we? Oh, we're just starting the year. I would say we should have some news sometime this year.
Great, great. Because I guess the band has released everything is a great quality. I think it must be a little bit pressure for you to know that the last one is a very good album. You can't come up with something less than that.
Exactly. So, and the more time goes on, I think the more pressure it
Yeah.
is because people have been waiting for an album. So when we do put the album out, people are expecting, uh, Dark Side of the Moon or,
Uh-huh.
something like that. So, there's pressure, but, you know, luckily I've heard what we're writing and it sounds phenomenal. And I'm very confident that everyone is going to freak out when they hear it.
Great, great. Well, you're going to be on tour, Latin American tour, in March, in a short time. You've been Mexico, Chile, Argentina, Uruguay, Colombia, Brazil.
Yeah.
What can we expect the fans for this 30 years tour?
Well, the fans have been asking us to play certain songs for years and years. And this tour, we are going to have some really special surprises. And it's going to be some songs that the fans have been asking for many years.
Hmm.
I I can't say what they are because we haven't put the set list together yet,
Hmm.
but we've been talking about it. And I think if you're thinking about going to see the show, this is the time. Go this time because we're going to have some special things planned for our South American friends.
Great, great. And I guess it must be very different, a big arena or a small venue. Uh, Totally different, I guess. Which one do you prefer?
Honestly, I prefer the small venue
Hmm.
because the people are right in your face.
Yeah.
They're right there in the front row and you can see the emotions. They could see my emotions and it just becomes a really personal, emotional show. In an arena, the nearest person is probably
Yeah.
they're far away, the
Yeah. Yeah.
nearest
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
So it looks nice on video, but it doesn't capture the emotion of the band or the fans.
Hmm.
And in South America, you need to capture the emotion of the fans because there's nothing like it.